At first, we didn't really know if we wanted to go to Team Labs or not because on social media it seemed a bit overhyped and also extremely crowded. But since my family wanted to see it, we decided to see for ourselves if it is worth a visit or not. Be aware that you have to book your tickets in advance, and we really mean in advance because we had to buy our tickets like 6 weeks prior. We were so happy that we went anyways because it was amazing. We have never seen such a unique type of museum before. Every room has like its own sound and scent, and in one room we could paint something, like a picture, and after it they scan it and it appears on the walls. I really wanted to paint a marble, and
I really wanted to try to paint the butterfly.
the Team Lab installations were divided into different areas. For example, they had like a water area, an athletics forest, and also this garden area with these floating orchids, and they move up and down as you walk through it. It took us like 2 hours to see everything, and since we went in the morning, we were done by around lunchtime, so we decided to try the seasonal ramen that they sell in the open air area, because we already tried the ramen they had in Kyoto in the Uzu ramen restaurant like 2 years ago, and they're still the best ramen we've ever had. We all agreed that this vegan ramen was actually even better than any of the regular meat ramen we tried on the entire trip. So if someone has a recipe for these vegan ramen, please write it in the comments. The next destination on our itinerary was the Tokyo Tower. And of course we had to take some pictures in front of the tower at first before we head inside. The Tokyo Tower was originally only intended to be a broadcasting tower, but now it is also a famous tourist attraction with an observation deck that you can visit. There are actually 2 observation decks you can go to. The top deck is 250 meters high and the main deck is 150 meters. And we only went to the main deck, which still had an amazing view. The main deck has some cute things like, for example, a photographer that takes professional pictures of you and your family in front of a green screen. I mean, it's cheesy, but we thought it was a cute souvenir of our trip. They also have a souvenir shop, a small cafe, and also a stamp station for all you stamp collectors. There were also some glass windows where you can look down to the street beneath you, which was a bit scary at first, but also really interesting. The temple was a nice change from the busy city life and is right next to the Tokyo Tower, so you just have to walk over the street to experience Japan's history without leaving the city. On our way to the subway station, we came across this French-themed bakery where at first we just wanted to take some bread to go, but everything looked so delicious that we had to have dinner here. On day 5, we planned a trip to Odaiba because we met up with a family friend that lives in Japan and she wanted to show us the harbor and the seaside of Tokyo. Odaiba Beach isn't like a real swimming beach, but it's a great spot to relax right by the water, and we heard it has one of the best sunset views in Tokyo. You get a perfect view of Rainbow Bridge and the skyline of Tokyo, especially at night when everything lights up. We saw a lot of boats and also these fish that were just jumping out of the water. It's a great place to just soak in the views, walk around, grab some drinks, and just enjoy the atmosphere and the sun. We grabbed a quick lunch at the Aqua City Mall and then went up to the 5th floor, which had a small observation deck where you can see the replica of the Statue of Liberty. Aqua City is a big, modern shopping and entertainment mall right next to the beach, which is super convenient if you want to spend more time on Odaiba. It also has a whole food floor, so if you're hungry, it is the perfect place to eat with a view of the sea. Of course, we couldn't ignore the gachapon store, especially this cute foam gacha.
Yes.
This is a popular gachapon series that features miniature replicas of the public payphones from the 1950s up to today. And the miniatures are surprisingly detailed, like the handset moves, the buttons they press, and they even look aged like the real thing. Both of us got the current payphone, so we made it our mission to look for it around in Tokyo. We saw online that there were cruises around Tokyo that you could book, and we didn't want to take the train back, so we booked this Tokyo cruise that took us straight to Asakusa. You can book the tickets either on the website or on-site in the shops. This ship was really modern. It looked like a spaceship, like out of a science fiction movie. And the ship is heavily air-conditioned. It was actually really cold inside, but for the first half of the trip you can go to the upper deck outside. At first, we wanted to book a Yakata-bune, which is a traditional Japanese houseboat where you have like an all-you-can-eat Japanese cuisine and you have entertainment throughout the cruise, for example music or dancing. We also saw one where you can cook your own food at your table. But all of these cruises were too expensive for us right now, around like 15,000 yen per person, and we just went for a normal cruise ship, which was also nice. The ship took us about 40 minutes back to Asakusa. As soon as we arrived, we found our gacha payphone in real life, and it really looks exactly the same. It seems like we really like observation decks, because guess what? We went to another observation deck in Asakusa. It is in the Asakusa Tourist Information Center on the 8th floor, and it is also completely free. From up there, we had a great view of the Nakano shopping street and the temple, which were our next stops. Normally, it is really crowded, but somehow it seemed like we were lucky that day, and we actually could see where we were going and see the small shops. The Asakusa Shrine was built in the year 645 and is actually the oldest shrine of Tokyo, where you can draw your fortune, you can pray for good luck, and for dinner we just walked around the area and we stumbled across this udon shop where we got soba and tempura. My My dad decided he wanted to vlog on the way to the subway, so enjoy.
Hast gelesen, ja? Gut. Nur zur Info. Guck mal, dann hängen sie an so einem Laternchen. So stellen sie die Flaschen raus. Ja, und guck mal, hier. Bitteschön. Ein Blümchen ohne Ende. Da auch. Ja. Hier auch. Ja, also. Die machen sich schon ein bisschen hübsch. Da steht ein Kollege. Arbeitet. So, hier auch gelesen, ja, gut. Guck mal hier. Zum Beispiel. Ja. So, genau.
We are a really big fan of the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s Japan, and Nakano has a mall called Nakano Broadway, which is themed like that. First you walk down the Nakano Mall, which has a lot of modern stores, like for example this store where we tried on some clothes that we liked. But the further you head towards Nakano Broadway, the more nostalgic the stores seem. Nakano Broadway is famous for its anime, manga, and like pop culture stores with many collectible figures, retro toys, video games, vintage items, and so on. You can even buy original manga and anime panels from all kinds of anime. The mall was full of old and vintage magazines. They also have all kinds of anime merch. I don't think there's something that they don't have, but the stores are very crammed and packed with merch because they have a lot of stuff that is secondhand or old, which is not produced anymore. They have a lot of one-of-a-kind pieces, so you really need to take your time so you don't miss out on anything.
Was?
Ja, funktioniert das, meinst du?
Okay. Cute! Oh! Where did it go?
I think it's in.
Cute.
There was one shop that had so much Ghibli merch, we were totally overwhelmed. They probably had more stuff than most of the official Ghibli shops that we went to.
One cafe in Nakano Broadway was so unique, it is a must visit if you're there. It is called Coffee Zingaro and it is styled as a neo-retro coffee shop with lots of colorful lamps, decorations, retro furniture, and all in all a vintage vibe. The tables are actually playable arcade game tables and you can pay to play retro games while sipping your coffee. Their specialty coffee is this flower latte and also the melon soda. The building in general keeps an older Showa era feeling, just narrow corridors, mixed shops, and slightly maze-like layout. You totally lose sense of time in there. They even had a variety of vintage kimonos and beautiful obi belts.
It's so pretty, I can't resist.
And after that we just had some sushi.
Нет. Мы так там мы поехали на это, на по центральной улице самое, а потом...
After Nakano, we still had a bit of energy left, so we were able to explore Shinjuku at night for a little while.
Kapselhaus. Aha, hier kann man so eine Kapsel mieten, so ein Hotel. Kannst du so eine Kapsel starten. Hier noch einer. Das ist Pinguin.
It's been a long day. We're in Munich. Our family friend invited us to the Minato Citizens Festival since she was performing there with her group. The festival is an annual community event in October in and around Shiba Park with lots of food stalls, international stalls, and also lots of flea market booths. There are also live music and cultural performances, so it's not just about shopping and food. And since Minato has so many embassies, you really get like a global cultural experience. It was raining a lot that day, but we still had a good time. The rain did affect the performances, but everyone tried to make the best out of the day. For example, this Ukrainian singer group. After spending the morning in the rain, we were craving some warm and cozy food, so of course we had to go to Koko's Curry. It is a big food chain all around Japan. They even have a vegetarian curry option, and you can completely customize your order.
Es gibt auch diese riesen XXL-Abspotzen, wo ein
For our last stop of the day, we went to this massive multi-floor anime goods store located right next to Ueno Station, which is packed with toys, action figures, plushies, collectibles, model kits, anime and game merch, like everything you can imagine. So enjoy a 6-floor shopping experience.